What is going on in terms of work, money, finances this week? What to expect possibly? Select pile 1, 2, or 3, and let's dig in. Pile 1, welcome to Work, Money, Finances messages for this week. You received independence, you received shedding, you received the Knight of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. What's up? What's going on? Okay. Your money message this week is about realizing that your current situation may no longer match your value, okay? Because the shedding card says that, you are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to, what does that say? To set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine, okay? The independence card speaks about it's time to go out on your own and create your own business, or try something well outside your comfort zone as well for others. And you may be looking at your job, your pay, your workload for some of y'all here, or even the way you're being treated and thinking, I'm worth more than this, is what I'm getting here. Okay. The shedding card especially is loud to me because it references healing and medicine. Some of you could literally work in healthcare, in medicine, wellness, mental health, beauty, healing, or another service-oriented field of some kind. Okay? You may be preparing to leave an environment that has become draining or very limiting to you. For some of you, this is an immediate resignation. All right? It's the beginning of a decision. All right? That's what I'm seeing here. You could be thinking about starting your own practice. If you are in the field of medicine, I do see on the Knight of Cups in this deck that there is, I think that thing is a stethoscope or something like that. Honey, I'm not in the health field, but I want to say that's what that's called. Okay. So you could be thinking about becoming independent, freelancing, taking clients, or creating another income stream where you, with independence here, would be the one in control of your time and your expertise. Your expertise. Some of you are dentists. Your expertise, or even your own worth. Okay. The Knight of Cups can bring an offer or proposal of some kind, with the Knight of Cups being there. But the Two of Swords says you may not immediately, okay, because it has an accept or decline here, know whether you want to accept it, okay, especially standing next to the Seven of Wands, because this is the part that's important. It's basically stating that you're not going to lower your standard just because somebody finally offers you something either. You could have a conversation about pay, hours, responsibilities, boundaries, or what you're willing to do for a certain amount of money for XYZ. It must come with ABC. This week may be less about money suddenly falling into your lap and more about you changing your relationship with your own value, your time, your effort, the exchange. So for some, I specifically hear, I'm not doing all that anymore unless the compensation reflects it. That's the energy here. You're shedding the version of yourself that accepted less just to keep the peace. Your duties better match the money type of energy is what I see here. That's what's going on with you, Pile 1, this week. Come back and let me know. Alrighty. Pile 2, you got education, timing, Queen of Cups, the Star, and the Knight of Swords. Money for you could be connected to preparation first, okay, with education and timing here. If you've been wondering, when is this going to happen for me? Timing, okay, is a major message here. Some of you are literally with education. You're in school, you're taking you're working on a certification, you're attending training, completing coursework, orientation and onboarding for others of y'all, okay, or learning a new skill of some kind here is what I see thus far. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are involved in, this could be in healing, healthcare, counseling, a form of education with the Queen of Cups next to the Star, wellness, psychology, or another field where you're helping others somehow, okay? Advisors, Therapists I see here as well. Again, that Queen of Cups next to the star tells me this isn't just random education either. Okay. You're learning something that could eventually put you in a position where you're able to help, to guide, to heal, to serve, or inspire other people next to the star. But the timing card, okay, says don't panic because it's not happening as fast as you want. Education takes time. Going to school takes time. Getting a degree, a certification takes time. There may be a process you have to complete first before said other thing happens. And then comes the Knight of Swords, at the end of your message. And this feels like news of some kind. I literally got, this is an announcement. This could come through email, a phone call, a message, a decision being communicated to you this week. You could receive information about, with education and timing here, being accepted into a program. This could be a training date, a future training date as well. Onboarding starts this day. Orientation starts this day. This could be an interview as well, a certification, a job opportunity, your next step at work or in the process for others. Like, let's say you've been hired somewhere. Okay. This is the next step in that process. For others, this is something you've been waiting to hear back about. Okay. And this information could come quickly or unexpectedly after a period of waiting because we have timing here. Okay. So this has required a level of patience on your part. So if you've been sitting there thinking, why hasn't anything happened yet? Something may be developing behind the scenes and it's coming toward you this week or whenever you see this message. Your financial improvement may be tied to something you're currently learning or in the process of completing as well. Pile 2. So that's what I have for you. The best of luck. Pile three, work, money, finances. What's up this week? You got courage, prickly situation, flexibility, 6 of Cups. This is the Hermit. Okay. This is the Devil card and the Emperor. So this definitely, the Emperor is giving workplace, but I am sensing like there may be some nefarious things going on at work for some of y'all. Okay. This one feels a little different. You may have been dealing with the work or financial situation for a long time with the 6 of Cups. This could be a job that you've been employed at for quite some time. This isn't necessarily something brand new. Some of you have been at this company in this career or dealing with this particular person or situation for years. But the Hermit here says you're starting to see something that you didn't fully see before. You may be observing your workplace differently with prickly situation here. You could be noticing levels of favoritism, manipulation, control. There's some discrepancies. And I even heard the word discriminations, okay? Unfair treatment, toxic management with the Devil next to the Emperor. The Emperor was at the bottom of the deck. This could be power struggles or people operating behind the scenes, all right? And again, with this Devil and this Emperor is giving very strongly that the power and for power and control in the workplace. So for some of you, there may be a boss. Okay, the Emperor can represent a boss, a owner, a manager, okay, or an authority figure who has become extremely controlling and not in a good way. You could have been in this pile tolerating something because this is just how things are. You got to do what you got to do to get your check cut. But you're starting to question that as well. The prickly situation that I keep looking at here, I feel like you're someone who is also a good employee surrounded by trash, surrounded by situations, okay? So the prickly situation, again, there could be an uncomfortable conversation this week as well, or an uncomfortable situation. And with courage and flexibility coming in on the opposite side of this card, you may need to decide whether you're going to stand your ground with courage here, speak up about something, or to change your approach or start planning an exit, okay, of some kind. Because the flexibility card literally says you'll need to see in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. While it seems extreme, just hang in there, this too shall pass. Yeah. So, I don't necessarily see everyone quitting immediately, okay? I always suggest that people give themselves, right, smooth transitions from one thing to the other, if you can help it. For some of you, it's more like I'm going to keep my head down, collect my money, and figure out my next move. Okay? That's where the flexibility is coming in. For others, you're realizing that staying somewhere simply because you've been there a long time doesn't mean you have to stay forever. It doesn't mean that this is what's best for you. I want to emphasize that the Hermit is investigating as well, okay? Could be checking of records, looking into something, discovery, auditing something as well. This is checking the books. Hello? So don't make a major financial decision based solely on emotion this week either. Observe, gather information. If this isn't you doing this, this is like, an employer could be under investigation. This is saying read the paperwork that you receive. Pay attention to what management says versus what they actually do as well. Some of you could be in the process of even building a case against someone at work or a workplace or a company. I'll just say that. Something about your work environment is becoming clearer to you. Okay? And once you see it, you can't unsee it, pile 3. Stop allowing external authority to determine your worth as well, your options, or even your future. Your courage this week with the Lion here, and it's the Lion's Gate week. It's Lion's Gate portal today, 8/8, when I'm doing this reading. Want you to simply admit that something isn't working for you anymore. Okay, the dynamics somewhere aren't working for you anymore. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 3. The best of luck this week. Thank you.